Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. The Garmin Forerunner 965. This watch is the flagship of the Garmin Forerunner smartwatch series. And in this video I want to talk about my personal experience with the watch after using it for almost 1 year now. I will tell you what I like about the watch and what I did not like about the watch. And then in the end I will give a final recommendation if the watch is worth buying. So let's get right into it. So I bought the Garmin Forerunner 965 for 650 euros about 1 year ago. And there are several things that I like about it, and there's also one thing that I don't like about it. First of all, the watch has very great basics, and this gives a really nice feeling. So the watch is made out of plastic and has a silicone wristband. There's a titanium ring around the display of the watch, which gives it a really nice feel to it and makes it really solid. The watch is waterproof and has a battery life for around 23 days officially. But I've been charging the watch about every 2 weeks or so. I did not really time it because the battery life is actually really long, so I did not look at it too closely. So if you're using it in your day-to-day life and you can charge the watch regularly, about every 2 weeks, then the watch is very nice for you. But if you're going on a trip, for example, like a 3 or 4 week camping trip where you cannot charge your watch, you have no solar panel energy or something like that, then the watch will eventually die. So yeah, you can expect the watch battery life to be around 14 days if you're also recording some activities occasionally. The watch has Gorilla Glass and has a really nice feel with the display. And actually after 1 year, there's not even one scratch in my watch in the display yet. So it's a really nice quality. But I have to say I'm a computer science student, so I'm not using the watch while doing any craftsmanship work. So if you're doing more handwork in your life, then there might be some scratches in the watch after using it for a good amount of time. The watch has a solid size and is actually not too heavy. I was first of all worried about if the watch is too big on my wrist, because I actually have very small wrists. The watch is recommended for a wrist width or size of about 135 to 205 millimeters, and the watch fits perfectly fine on my wrist. So the watch actually has like the same width size of my wrist and actually fits really well. It's not too big, and it is actually the biggest Forerunner smartwatch that Garmin has to offer. So even if you're choosing a less bigger option, so like a cheaper option of a watch which are usually smaller, then you will know the smartwatch will fit perfectly, so this is no worry. Second of all, the watch has really great smartwatch functionalities. So it has a really bright and colorful AMOLED display, which is a really distinct feature of this watch. Other Garmin watches or other smartwatches have different displays that don't have this awesome color. And of course the display also comes with a touchscreen, so you can control the watch with the buttons, but also through the display. Then also your smartwatch, the watch can display notifications that you get on your phone. The only thing that I don't really like about it is that it is connected with your phone via Bluetooth. So every notification that you receive on your phone will be displayed on the watch if you turn on the setting. But there is no setting to filter the notifications. So you can either choose to display all notifications on your watch or no notifications. And also with this watch there is a one-way connection with your phone. So the watch can display notifications that appear on your phone, but the watch cannot send back information to your phone. So that means you cannot reply to notifications on your watch and then the phone sends the text or something like that. You actually have to take out your phone then. So the watch is only there for seeing notifications that appear on your phone. Another awesome feature is that you can download things like navigation maps or songs onto the watch, and the watch, the Garmin Forerunner 965, actually has 32 gigabytes of storage, so you can really download a lot of things. And this is really an awesome feature, because this means that you don't have to bring your phone on a running session, but you can actually download the music onto your watch, and when you go for a run you can connect your earphones with the watch and play the music through your watch, so you don't have to carry your big phone, which might be big in your pocket, which might disturb you while running, so you only need to bring your watch and your earphones on a run. Another reason why I bought the watch is the sleep tracking feature. And there I have to say, yes, the watch can track your sleep and the different phases of your sleep, also tracks your heart rate and stuff like that. But the watch was a bit too big for me to wear it while sleeping, and it was also a bit uncomfortable when waking up and having worn the watch for 8 hours or more. After that, your palm or your wrist gets really sweaty and it's not a nice feeling. So yeah, that's why I did not wear a watch while sleeping. And then the last thing is the watch has awesome, outstanding navigation features. So this is actually the best navigation that you can get on a Garmin Forerunner watch. And it's also a distinct feature to the other Forerunner smartwatches from Garmin, because the Forerunner 965 can display a whole map on the navigation. And there are also other features like interesting sightseeing points around me that you can navigate to. So the watch really has an awesome navigation feature built in, and the Garmin Forerunner 965 is actually distinct with this feature. So other Garmin Forerunner watches, like for example the 265, only have an arrow navigation, but the map is actually black, so you only know the directions, but you don't really see what is happening around you. And lastly, what I like about the watch are the awesome and great training features. There are so many exercises that I have not been able to try all of them. I've actually been really limited with the exercise usage. I think I have used something like running, cycling, going for a walk, going for a hike. But this is pretty much it. And another awesome feature is that all Garmin Forerunner series come with the Garmin Coach app, and this gives you all the information that the watch records in the app on your phone. But one awesome feature with this is that the watch can actually give you a personal training plan, and for example, if you're training for an event, then you can also put a training plan for this, and the watch will give you personalized recommendations how you need to train for the event, so you will reach your target. And lastly, one distinct feature that the Garmin Forerunner 965 has is that it has a feature called round trip routing, and that is when you want to go for a run that is like a specific kilometer distance, then you can actually select, I want to go for a run that lasts only 5 kilometers or is about 5 kilometers, and then the watch will actually recommend a route to you. So this is really an awesome feature if you know you want to run for a set distance. On the other side, there's one thing that I did not really like about the watch, and this is kind of also the materials. So after wearing the watch for a long period of time, your palm and wrist gets kind of sweaty and leaves like a mark, and this makes it really uncomfortable to wear the watch for long periods of time. So it is fine to wear the watch for like the whole day, but then in the end you have to clean your wrist as well. And especially in the summer when you get really sweaty, it kind of becomes uncomfortable at times. So my personal opinion about the watch is that it is a really great smartwatch that has all the features that you could need, and probably even more than you need and than you can think of. You have to be willing to make the sacrifice that there's only a one-way connection with the watch to your phone, so you can actually not write any messages from the watch, but you have to open your phone for that one. And then in the end, the watch is very expensive but will last a long while, so you have to be willing to make the investment if you can afford it. So as a final recommendation, I would say the watch is great for everyone that can afford it. Otherwise, if you want to get a Garmin Forerunner watch, I would recommend getting another watch like the 265 or even the 165 Music, which also have great features. They don't have that great of a navigation system, but I think this is not really needed. If you are a person that really needs the navigation feature on a day-to-day basis, then you should get the Garmin Forerunner 965, because this is really the main selling point for the Garmin Forerunner 965. Otherwise, I would get a cheaper Garmin Forerunner watch. I hope this information was helpful and the insights and my opinion gave you a good look into the watch. If you like this video, then make sure to leave a like and a comment below. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.